So the Cube is a space that started out as really a performance space. That's how it was conceived. It was conceived as a black box theater, and if you look around you, you can see how that was implemented. But a couple years ago, we began to reimagine what else it could be, and we really reimagined it as an incredible immersive environment. You're able now with the Cube to walk around with a head-mounted display and explore virtual worlds of any kind or data of any kind. But not only are you able to do that, you're able to hear what might be sonified data, what might be the sound of the virtual world that you're exploring. So there's over 140 speakers in the space, 64 surrounding at the lower level using what's called Wavefield Synthesis to localize the sound in space, and then speakers that go all the way across the top to, again, create that immersive audio environment.
When we started the design on the Cube, we were looking at creating a space that could work for performance, but also keeping in mind that Virginia Tech is a very large university, could be used for research or visualization. All the mechanical systems are designed to keep the space at a very quiet level, to be able to put in the footprint of a different acoustical space on top of it, so to be able to simulate different acoustical spaces. And then this layer of 3D audio comes on top of that to then be able to accompany these large-scale visualizations that are going to be happening in there.
In our areas of research at Virginia Tech and at ICAT, there's a limitation to what we can do using normal virtual reality environments. So a person at home thinks of virtual reality as their computer. They can flip up their computer screen and they can use their mouths to explore a world. Then the next level up from that is something called a cave, where you can go into an environment where there's a screen above you, on all sides of you, and possibly even below you. And you as an individual user can put on a head-mounted display and using a mouse or a pointer move through in a virtual environment. It feels very immersive, but you're alone. With this environment, we allow as many people as our computers can handle to walk around the environment, to see each other, to interact with each other. So it was basically that limitation of where virtual environments used to be to where we now can take virtual environments, including the sound, because it's amazing. You know, our lives, we live with sound around us, and the combination of vision and sound. So it'd be very strange to create a virtual environment that didn't have both.
I think what really excited me about the project was the kind of scale and the aspect of being able to bring 10, 12 people to experience virtual reality visualization collectively. I think that's something that's never been done, and it feels like uncharted territory that's quite exciting, I think.
We need to have, obviously, external companies that make the products that can support this. So we began to look at what companies can do that, and from the design side of things, it was Arup, and obviously JBL Harman from the speaker support side of things, and they've been wonderful really in working with us to work with the demanding configurations that we have.
The facility has three types of products from Harman. The first and most prominent is the JBL SCS8. The SCS8 is a coaxial 8-inch speaker in a module that can be positioned in a number of different ways. That was what it was designed for, is to be able to do 3D audio from the ceiling position, from a sidewall position, from a rear position. Here they have 124 of them wrapped around entirely in various resolutions, higher resolution in the bottom, and then as it gets up to the ceiling, there's even loudspeakers at somewhat of a lower resolution position. So it's a wide, very even coverage kind of loudspeaker. It worked very well for the 3D sound that they were trying to do here. They have some LSR studio monitors as well that they use for a small, high-resolution oralization experiment. Then lastly, for routing, they're using BSS Blue 806 units. These units have Dante, and that's kind of the backbone of their audio routing systems.
When you have Wavefield synthesis and sound around you, but you're looking at the walls of the space, even though the sound is set up to appear sonically as if it's maybe 10 meters in distance, it doesn't actually feel like that because you're looking at the walls, and there's a separation between where the walls are and where the sound should be. So the combination now, if we put you with head-mounted display, so now there's a sound source 10 meters in the distance that you see. Now the aural environment matches the video environment, and now all of a sudden you get these incredible impressions of a much larger space, and that's the kind of exciting things that we're looking forward to discovering.